Good evening, everyone. We are live here on YouTube, and I am working on a new coloring page that will be used for my color pencil review series that is coming out here very soon. And I am just having a nice relaxing evening and thought I would pop on here to YouTube and see who else was around and say hi. So go ahead and say hi in the chat, and I will look up at the chat ever so often and reply to your comments. And hopefully all my technology here is going to cooperate. Let me pop over here and see if anyone is online yet. Okay, bring this up here. And
well, I sure the hell.
okay, let me see here. We can get this to cooperate today. So my coloring pencil review, my color pencil review series, I'm going to show off the color pencils, and then at the end of every review I'm going to show how each set colors. And I'm going to do that by coloring a new coloring page. They're going to be half size like this, and in the end there will be a whole bunch of new coloring pages you guys can download and put together into smaller coloring books that will be this size, and then probably eventually we'll publish this size of coloring book, and it'll be a bird coloring book will be the idea here. Looks like we've got a bunch of people on. Hi everybody. Oh, we've got 20 people on. Lots of people. That's so fun. Welcome, welcome. So I've had a lot of people asking for a smaller size coloring book, and that's why I thought I would take this opportunity to do a smaller coloring book. And if you hear some talking ever so often in the background, that's my sweet son Carter, who is just back there playing on his computer with his friends. And so if you hear that, that's what's going on. And I did have my music going, but something has gone astray there. I'm not quite sure what. So anyway, so I have my big sketching book here, and in the evenings I've been sketching these little whimsical birds. I don't know if you can see that very well. Anyway, each page will be a bird, and there'll be lots of different designs. Some will be kind of really whimsical and silly, cartoonish, and then others will be a little bit more realistic, and with some will have lots of details to color, some will be less in detail, some will have more of an abstract background, and like this one is going to be on a bird's branch. So, I mean on a tree branch, sorry. So it should be a really fun little coloring book once it's done. And I have no idea how many pages will end up being in this. It'll kind of depend on how many color pencil reviews I end up doing. Right now I think I counted last night, and I think I'm up to 18 different color pencil sets that I will be reviewing. So I need to get the first bird drawn here so that I can start filming that first review. So let's see, looks like we've got Anna from Texas, and we've got Beth here. I'm trying to see who else. Angel, and all kinds of people here. Hello to everyone. Thanks for popping in. So hopefully you'll be able to see me draw this little bird. Usually I try to have the sketching end done before I come on here so that you guys can kind of see things better. But I thought today I would come on, and since I have the general design already pre-sketched out, I thought I would come on and just do it here with you guys, this part. So I've been collecting bird ideas for over a year, and I've been wanting to do a bird themed color set in a color series for a while now, because I just think birds are so sweet and charming and so limitless in what we can do. And they're so colorful, and you can color them, you know, realistic if you want to, or you can just go crazy and color them as fun as you want to. So I think it's going to be a really fun series, and I'm going to just kind of embrace it and do it whimsical and not take it too seriously. Just sort of follow my already established style that you guys seem to like. So this guy's turning out to be sort of a chubby little bird here. Did you guys all get out and vote? Those of you who are in the US? I made it out and voted earlier today. I got to go with my husband and my son. That was fun. It was my son's first time voting. So that was cool that he got to vote. His first voting experience was in a presidential election. That's pretty cool. Brought back good memories. My very first time voting was in a presidential election too, when I was 18. Okay, I like how this is turning out. Put a cute little beak on there. Nice bright eyes. And some cute feathers. So I was thinking we should have people suggest birds that their favorite birds, and I can sort of keep track of people's favorite birds, and then as I start running out of bird ideas, I can look at your suggestions. Okay, let's see what everyone's saying here. Beth says, I love watching you create and learning in the process. Oh, I'm glad. It's fun having you guys here with me as I go. And Linda says she likes watching it too. And Tiffany says, I always smile and feel relaxed watching my videos. Oh, that makes me feel good. I'm glad. And Beth says number 742. Oh, that must have been when she voted. Tiffany reluctantly voted. Yeah, it was a little frustrating of a vote this year. I think it was kind of hard to pick. No voting for me. They're both horrible. Yeah, Angel, it was a little hard to pick, but kind of felt like it was my responsibility to at least vote. Early voting, Anna, that was smart to do. Beth says a parrot. Yeah, that would be a fun thing, a parrot for our birds. And Tina says she's not in the US, only 4 minutes away from the border in Canada. Ah, a Canadian. I used to live in Canada. Right now I kind of wish I was in Canada and I didn't have to decide who to vote for. But I am grateful that I get to vote. I guess it's better than living in a place where I get forced who is my leader, right? We got to think positive thoughts here. So, plus I thought tonight would be a good night to draw and kind of zen out and not think about the things that are out of our control, right? I have control over the lines on this paper right now. We have control over the colors we color with. I'll put some feathers on this little wing here. Okay, and I like the shape of the back of this bird's head, but I don't like the belly, so we're gonna fix the belly here. That's better. Much better. Yeah, I thought we were going to be in line for a very long time for voting today, but it went really quick. I was really impressed by our voting location. They ran it really efficiently. So, but I had brought some coloring supplies just in case we were going to be stuck in line for hours. So I had my coloring supplies with me all ready to go. But I was actually a little disappointed that it went so fast because I didn't have time to color. Oh, I'm so silly. All right. I think I'm going to make this feather kind of go at an angle. I don't like how it's rounded. There, that looks better. That means we're going to angle this one out now. So I'm doing a live event tomorrow on Facebook, if you guys want to join me there. And I've decided to talk a little bit, just a little bit, about color theory and share with you guys one of my favorite color theories that I end up using. You guys know me, I don't use color theory very much. But there is one color theory rule that I use from time to time. So I thought I would share that with you guys tomorrow. So that should be fun. So tonight, later tonight, after everyone's in bed and I'm still wide awake, I'll probably work on that and finish figuring out what I want to share with you guys for that. So you guys should join me there. That'll be tomorrow at 12:30 Mountain Daylight Time. It's daylight time now, right? Are we always standard time?
It was daylight, now it's standard.
Oh, so I have to go change everything now. So it's Mountain Standard Time now. We just changed our clocks on Sunday. Oh, do you need something, husband? Oh, he's closing my blinds for me. Okay, I think my little bird is pretty good. I don't know if I like her feathers down here. I might make this feather come down just a little bit more. Ooh, that's cute. Okay, let's see what everyone's saying. Dawn says she likes to watch me draw too, and she'd like a kookaburra. I guess I should get a little note card going here. So we've had a parrot request. I'm going to write this in marker because this pen is not... Okay, so we've had a parrot and a kookaburra. I have to spell that right. Burra. I like those. Okay. And you're in Australia. Yeah, we should do some Australia birds. That would be cool. I've actually got quite a good following in Australia, so we should definitely do a kookaburra. And Becky didn't want to vote either. And it looks like RB Dreams voted early too. Very smart. Tiffany says her favorite bird is really large. A red-tailed hawk. Ooh, that's a cool idea. Okay, I'm going to write it down and I can go research it here. Red-tailed hawk. And this marker's not working really great today. And Dawn's having trouble seeing the drawing. Yeah, sorry, I'll hold it up here in a second and then I'm going to start inking it right away here. And Barbara's wondering what is my go-to pencil eraser. Okay, I'll show you that. And Beth just finished coloring my sisterhood coloring page for your sister for a Christmas present. Oh, that's a really nice idea. I made that one. I have a bunch of sisters too, and I made that thinking about them and thinking about a group of women that I'm in a group with, and I thought about them as I made that as well. Online, it's a support group. Okay, I've got an emu, a cockatoo, a cardinal. Is a cardinal and a robin. Cardinal and a robin. Cool. Lots of ideas. There are so many fun birds. Okay, right now my favorite eraser to go on the tips of my pencils, because most of my drawing pencils come without any erasers, and I hate that. So I think these are the Pentel latex erasers. They come in either these big bricks or this style, and I just pick them up at Walmart really cheap, especially around back to school. You can get these really cheap, so that's what I buy, and they work really good. But I also have this kind of the kneaded artist erasers that I use, so I have lots of erasers, but these are my go-to cheap, use them up kind of erasers. Okay, let's see. So I've got my bird sort of sketched out. Oh, I was going to draw in just a couple little leaves so I kind of know where to work with the leaves. I'm going to do really simple leaves, so if I want to add details into the leaves later, I can. I can decide on that when I'm inking. And maybe... let's see, I think the way I drew this before, I had the tree branch going that way, and then, let's see, and then I had a tree branch going this way. Okay, and then that gives me an opportunity for a leaf here, and a leaf here. Whoops. Leaf here. And we'll do a couple leaves out here. Whoops, I'm knocking things around here. And I think we need another branch coming off like this, kind of going out to the edge of the paper with a leaf here. And the leaf there, and maybe one more like that. Okay, that looks pretty balanced. Okay, so I'm going to start out by doing the border of the page. And that will give me a place to end my lines as I'm inking. Good. Now you guys should start being able to see things better. Okay. Connie says she loves all my videos and great tips. Thanks. Oh, you're welcome, Connie. Dawn says, any erasers work on color? Actually, I'm going to be talking about that pretty soon. I discovered one recently. I'll show it to you. Since you guys are here, I'll give you a little sneak peek of it. This one's by General, I think is what it is. I picked it up at Hobby Lobby. Generals. And it's the Magic Black Eraser. And that one's working pretty good on the color pencils I've tested so far. But I'm going to be testing it on almost every brand of color pencil that comes through. And I'll let you know. But this one so far has been working really good on color pencil. Pentel Eraser, Barbara agrees she likes that one. And Tracy's saying hi. Hi! And Andrea's asking about the Tombow eraser. Yes, I tried it. I haven't tried it on the alcohol markers yet, but I have tried it on their color pencil, and it works really good, but it does have the sand in it. And so it it is really abrasive on your paper, and it will take off a layer of your paper, which is okay, especially if you are trying to get rid of a whole bunch of stuff that has sort of dyed into your paper, you know what I mean? If sometimes when you're coloring with color pencil, it sort of sinks down into your paper, and that's the only way to get rid of a mistake, is to, you know, remove some of that paper. And that's kind of the point of that that eraser. And so it really does work well, but you need a sturdier paper. If you have a wimpy piece of paper you're working with, it might not be the best eraser for that purpose, so beware of that. So let me see, which one of my pens am I going to work with here? I think that one's a little too big. Where's my 5? I wonder if I set my 5 downstairs. That one's a duplicate. Well, let's work with my stapler then. Okay. I have a set of pens downstairs that I keep handy for when I'm by my television in case I want to draw downstairs. And I think one of my pens is down there. Oh, I wonder if you guys can hear that. Can you hear the helicopter going over? we have the let's see, what is it? It's the branch of it's the Apache helicopters is what it is, and they're right close by where I live, and so you'll hear them fly by at night sometimes when they're going out to do their practicing. It's going to bug me till I remember which branch of the military it is. Do you remember which branch it is? I think it's the... I should know this because my brother-in-law is in it. I need my sister-in-law to be here. My sister to be here. We've got Nanette from New Jersey. Oh yeah, you guys heard it? Yeah, it flies really low right here because they take off and then they go practice flying over the mountains and doing their different maneuvers over the mountain tops. So when they go out on deployment, they already are practiced. I guess the way the winds and stuff travel over the mountains makes it really hard to fly the helicopters, and so it's really important for them to have practice time out here. It's the National Guard. That's who it is. So I like having the National Guard nearby. I don't mind it. Well, this pen isn't doing very good either. I may have to break open a new package here. It's kind of laying gray lines down. I'll bring it up so you can see. I don't know if you can see that very good, but the lines are almost gray. So this pen must be older too. It's a new pen day. Let's see, see how big of a tip this one is. These are some new pens I found at Hobby Lobby that I kind of like. But I think this is a bigger tipped pen. So let's see what I've got. There. Okay. Well, that might work. We'll try that pen. Okay. Let's see how everybody's doing. Let's see. I wish I could draw, Tina says. But you have a it's hard enough with your fibromyalgia and arthritis pain. Yeah. I had to practice a long time, and finally with my new medication I'm able to draw a little bit better now. Let's see, sounds like a Black Hawk, Don said, that helicopter. Yeah, I don't know if it was the Black Hawks or the Apache that just flew over. I'm not sure. Let's see. Arkin Princess says hi. Hello. And yes, I am here to take away the election night stress. We're not going to sit here thinking about that. We're going to do this. Linda Carter says they have a guard post down the road too. Oh, you get to see them parachuting. I've never seen that. Ah, lucky. I've never seen that. We only get the helicopters flying around. They have just helicopters here. This pen lid doesn't want to... There we go. And Nanette, yeah, I drew the pencil freehand first, and now I'm going over it with ink. Yeah, I had to really use my muscles to get that open. Okay, let's see if this marker is going to make me happier with this, because right now... Well, that's a much bolder line, too. I hate re-inking lines, because I always tend to be more jiggly, but I am not happy with that, how that was looking for you guys, so I'm going to fix it. And hopefully I won't make too many wiggle mistakes here. This is much better. This ink smells really different. I wonder what kind of ink it is. It doesn't smell like your typical alcohol ink. Very interesting. But this is much prettier. I'll bring it up so you can see how much better this line is. See if you can see right in here. You can see really good how much better of a line that is. Much better. Gotta make a pretty card, a pretty coloring page for you guys. So after I've drawn a couple of these, then I'm going to dive into making a couple more autumn and Thanksgiving coloring pages for you guys. But I needed to make a couple of these so I can start my color pencil review series. Gotta get that started, because I have so many neat pencils to show you guys. Okay, let's turn it around. I'll make it easier to draw this line here. Try to draw it in one straight swoop. And stop right there where that beak touches to hide where I lift off my pen. Here we go again. One straight swoop. There. Ah, she's much better now. Okay. Let's see, you're wondering what kind of pen this is. It's a Nanoliner by Royal Langnickel. That's what it is. Linda says you have to draw to slow down some because of your carpal tunnel. Yep. And yeah, they do fly really low here, Argan Princess. I'm not sure why. I'll have to ask my brother-in-law one of these days. He works over there. But I know that they love flying around here because it's of all of our mountains, it's a really great place for them to practice their maneuvers. So our airspace is highly sought after for maneuver practicing, from what I understand. If my sister pops on here, maybe she can answer our questions. All right, let's get these branches in here. And a couple cute little leaves. Okay. And then, excuse me. We're going to go ahead and draw that in. And I forgot their cute little feathers on top. Cute. So cute. Hi, Rose. Are you asking to get down? Rose wants to get down. See if we can get you through all these wires we have. Oh, my computer just unmuted. There we go. Okay, you want to say hi? Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. Here's my messy hair. Okay. There. Okay, finish drawing in this branch here. Let's see, I think this branch will have come from here and stop there. And then this branch come from here. Oops. Go there. Like that. Okay. Oh, I think Rose is frustrated. She's on the floor rolling around. Okay. And there. Okay, that's the main shapes of the drawing, and now we get to erase the pencil lines, and then we get to add in all the pretty little details. That's always so fun to add. Oh, let's do some erasing here. Clean up the space a bit. And I usually try to erase the area that I inked first, just to make sure that the ink had time to really settle in before rubbing an eraser across it. Well, I need to get my music going. This is too quiet in here. It's too bad we don't have where we can hear each other's voices, but I guess that would get confusing if everyone was talking on top of each other. So maybe it's a good thing that it's just a text chat. Okay. I think we're close. Good. Okay. All that away. I love this part when all the drawing lines are gone and you're just left with that first inking level, that first inking step. I wonder what I was thinking about. So pretty, this part. And then you get to start adding all the fun little details. Okay, that looks good. Okay, I see a couple little oopses here that I'm going to try to fix a bit before we get going. And we'll hide some of those oopses with our details so that have less computer work to do when we get to the correcting phase. Let's see if I can get some music going here, because it sure would be nice. Oh yeah, that's not gonna work. We can't have, well, maybe if I plug this in we could have some music. And then I have to be careful what music we play so we don't have any copyright issues here. We don't want that now, do we? Okay, so we're going to use some of these now. Let's see. Nope, that's not going to work. Cancel. Let's see if I hit play now. Come on, music. Speak to me. Play, music. Play, music. Well, we have music, but you can hear me too. Well, we have music, but you can hear me too. Okay, I think I figured it out. Yay! Well, that's better. Okay, let's see what you guys have been talking about here. You guys are talking about the helicopters, and now you're talking about drawing, and that you should try out drawing with tanglings and tangling. And Austin saying thank you for going live on this stressful election night. You are very welcome, Austin. We all need a little blissfulness tonight, I think. At least I do. I know that. Let's see, let's use, I think this one is my biggest tip right now. Argan Princess is saying, I know you have owl pages, but what a new owl count. Actually, I have a little owl sketched out already that's really cute, so that's on the list, Argan. Dawn says, and Dawn's going to start tingling. Very good. And Linda's wondering about tangling. Oh, Linda, Zen tangling is so much fun. You need to go learn about it. You're going to love it. Maybe these ladies can share a link or two to help get you started. Okay, let's see. I'm going to do a little sort of swirl on the top of this cute little bird's head. Kind of thinking about what would be fun to color. I need to sort of break up the space a bit up here. Like that, maybe? Well, that music seems a little loud.
Right there.
Let's turn it down just a little bit.
Watch out.
Okay. That's better. So make it kind of match what's going on up here with the
Don't be light will explode.
curly, feathery things I drew coming off the top of her head.
Yeah.
There we go. I like that. See, I kind of like that it's sort of a round, almost like a hat. But maybe one more right here. Yeah, it needed that one. Okay. And then we're going to kind of repeat the same pattern down here in this part of her wing.
Okay, I'm coming.
There we go.
Holy crap.
Good. Let's see, up here I have sort of big ones and little ones, and down here I only have sort of little ones, so I think I better put in a big one. Like that. And then maybe imply that there's one going this way.
I got this.
Good. Tuck in another one right here. Good. Okay, now I'm going to switch back to where did it go? Right here. I'm going to switch back to the stapler, and I'm going to add a little weight in some of these, I don't know what you'd call them, junctions or something, just to make it look a little more stylized. Less, I don't know, I don't know what you would call that style.
Wait for me.
I always call it adding weight. I don't know if it has a technical name for it. Sometimes I forget you guys are listening and I'm just sort of blabbering to myself and I wonder if I'm making any sense. Oh dear. You guys are very patient with me, I think. Alright, maybe a little weight up here under her beak. I like that much better. And I'm going to add a little weight in here to these spots.
Okay.
Ooh, I think a little weight in here too. Now, I wonder, yeah. Okay, and we're gonna add a little weight up here. And a little weight down here. Oh no, it looks like it's, that's funny. Cute. Okay. Let's see what everyone's talking about. You love hearing commentary? Okay, good. It's not just my ramblings. Ha ha ha. And you guys are all talking about lots of Zentangle stuff. Good. Oh, lovebirds. That's a good idea. Where's my card? I'll add lovebirds on here. That's a way cute idea. Lovebirds. I better put a title on here so I don't accidentally... Bird ideas. I don't want to throw this card away by accident. Okay, there. Put that up here. Nancy's here. Hi, Nancy. Nancy, we were talking about the helicopter that flew over, and they were all asking about it because it was so low they could hear it. And I was telling them about the oh, see, my train of thought keeps jumping because I keep going back to my little bird here. Anyway, I was saying if you came back, we would all ask our questions to you because your husband works over there. Nancy had to stand in line for an hour to vote. So we've all decided that I came on live to draw tonight to take away the stress of the voting. Okay. Now, I feel like her beak needs maybe a line through it. Nancy says she doesn't know much about do you know if it was a Apache or was it a Blackhawk? Do you know that, Nancy? I didn't know. I guessed it was an Apache. Someone else guessed it sounded like a Blackhawk. There, that's cute. She needed a little line in her mouth there. Okay, now I think her belly needs something, and I think it needs to be a little different than what we've done up here. And I still feel like she's getting lost in the background, so I think we need details on the leaves and on the branches as well. So, and then I feel like she might be done. I'm trying to make these not too overly detailed because I know you guys are like me and you don't like a coloring page that is overwhelming with details. Enough details to inspire, that's what I kind of shoot for, but not so many that it is intimidating and frustrating. Okay. And I kind of like how I made these leaves feel like they're floating away from the branches. Like I said, I'm sort of going for the whimsical look here. Whimsical. I like that word. Whimsical. Okay. And I think for the trees...
I pressed the wrong one.
Oh, everyone's asking Nancy what's flying overhead. Arkin says my voice is relaxing. Oh, I should do some guided relaxation and meditation. That would be fun. Yes, too much detail is not good. Oh, I'm glad you agree, Linda. Nancy says it was the Apaches fly at night. The far away they look the same. That's what I thought. Don't tell your husband. That's funny. Oh, that's funny. And Dawn is leaving. We'll see you, Dawn. Have a good night. Okay, let's see. Okay, now we're going to add some texture to the branches here, and I'm going to do that with just some really delicate lines traveling along the branches. Try not to overthink this part, because usually it looks better if I don't overthink it too much. One thing I don't like about the YouTube live events is the chat comments don't get saved on the video. So that's why I repeat what everybody's saying a lot. So later, if people come and watch it later, they kind of know why I was saying what I was saying. In case you guys were wondering why I repeat everything. On Facebook live events, all the chat comments kind of pop up as you're watching the videos back again. Okay, that helped the branch stand out better. Now we need to do something similar with the leaf. And I want the leaf to be sort of whimsical as well, and not just your standard veins in the leaf. So I think maybe we should do, instead of the vein down the middle, maybe we could do a side vein. Like that, maybe? On each one. I like that. Okay. Thought I better test it with a pencil first. There. I need to go check the mail and see if I got any new color pencils in the mail today. I'm still expecting a couple more sets coming in. Let's see. Well, now I'm all turned around. Which way do the veins go? Probably this way. And I thought I had found a dealer for one of the other sets of color pencils, but it fell through, so they gave me another phone number. So tomorrow I have more phoning to do to track down another brand that you guys have requested I review. So I need to go track that brand down and see if I can get them to get on board with the series. Fill that little line in there. Quite liking these little leaves. I'll have to use this again sometime. Let's see. That. Like that. I'm all zoning out here. I think this bird series is going to be a lot of fun. I like that it's the smaller pages too. Let's see, I think I'll do this leaf this way. There. Good. Oh, I'm off the screen. Sorry about that, everybody. I usually try to check that. Okay. Let's see. Where do I find my music choices? They are relaxing. This is some music that we bought that I can use for background music for my videos. So because I bought them, I get to use them. I don't know what the phrase is. I have the royalties. Is that the phrase? I have the royalties to use them. And so I just have a whole bunch that my husband purchased, and I just have them on loop here. So they're just like little 2-minute, some of them are only like 15-second snippets, and I just have them rolling on a playlist here right now. So Fred says, so interesting to hear you are on Facebook. I will look there in the near future. Awesome, Fred. I'm actually going to be live on Facebook tomorrow at 12:30 Mountain Daylight Time. And we are going to be doing a little discussion on color theory, just a tiny, nothing deep or intimidating, so don't get scared, because personally I hate color theory. But we are going to talk just a little bit about one of my favorite color theory items tomorrow. So if you want to come join us there, should be fun. You like the way the tree lines brings the birds forward. Yeah, Fred, I agree. That really helped. And I think we need a few more details here in the bird. And then when I add the shading, it's really going to help the little birdie, because she's looking a little sad still, I think. She needs a little help. And Austin says, remember how you were talking about forgetting we're here and just talking? Yeah. There's a guy with a podcast called Sleep With Me who literally just talks and bores you to sleep. No way. I have never heard of that. That's hilarious. I'd be afraid I would just say the most stupid things if I did that. Oh dear. Okay. So I feel like she needs a little bit more detail in her feathers. I'm just going to do some little lines here, but not too many because I don't want the lines in her feathers to compete with the lines in the tree. But I feel like she needs just a little bit of detail here. She's feeling like this big blob in the page. And if we add a few more details, it'll break her up and make her look more delicate. Because the tree and the leaves feel really delicate, but she's feeling sort of blobby. Sorry, little bird. Hope I didn't offend you. Okay, that helped her. I think that helped a lot. And then I'm going to add a little dot right here. And a few little dots up here. Ooh, I like that. Maybe I'll repeat the dot feeling down here a little bit. That's pretty. And maybe she needs something on her belly, but I don't necessarily want to do the same circles. I don't want to do the same lines as the branch. I could do little light dots. I could do some, I don't want to do cross hatching. The shading's gonna help here. I could do, let's see, let's try pencil here so we don't make a regretful decision here. We could do a little swoop like the top of her head, like she's got some different feathers that grow down here. I like that, except we could make them come out at different spots, like kind of follow the shape of her belly and the wing and follow that line there and have the feathers come up like that, like that. And like that. That might compete with her wing too much. Oh, what if we went the other way? Oh, intrigue. What if we shot them out from under her wing and had them fall down like that? Ooh, okay, we're getting somewhere. We're getting there. I like that. Okay, now do we want them to come all the way? Ooh, or hang in there, everyone. Okay, what if we had a line? Could either be an actual line or we could create the line by stopping these new feathers at it like this. Ooh, liking this. Okay, but this one turned out really ugly. We're gonna have to fix that. Gnu. What's with the GNUs tonight, Jennifer? We are going to have to fix that. Okay, that's better. That's better. Now we're talking. Now we're talking. Okay. Oh, just 3. Don't add the 4th, Jennifer. Throw out number 4. She don't need it. All right. Liking that. Okay. Now, which weight of pen? I guess we could start light and add it heavier if we like it heavier. There we go. Very nice. Okay. Now we can add some weight in here. There. And then it kind of feels like, oh, but I like that a lot better. Okay. And then maybe, oh yeah, then we can add some empty circles here for you guys to fill. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Woohoo, I like that. Okay. Oh, okay, stop now, Jennifer. Stop now. Okay. Very good. Okay. All right, let's see what you guys have said while I've been playing around with this. Commercial license might be the term instead of what I was saying, yeah. Cute bird Annie says, thank you. You like my drawing, Christine says, thank you. The rule of thirds and do the same as the head and the wing. Yeah, I wondered about that too. I was just worried it would be too heavy, but I kind of think pulling that same feeling but making it pull it out like that right here kind of worked. She's not blobbish. Maybe she's retaining water, Argon Princess says. And Annie says, I like to watch your thinking process while you're drawing. I wish I had that much talent. Oh, you're so sweet. Dawn is back. Hello, Dawn. And you'd like to take your smaller book with you to coffee, Dawn says. That's a good idea. And you like that better? Yeah, me too. And yes, stop. I agree. Okay, I think I've waited long enough for the ink to settle. I'm going to carefully erase those lines away. Now the only part I'm still not sure about is her back here. Feels a little empty. I may add a little bit here in a second as I ponder a little longer here. But I like this. This feels good. this all feels good, but right in here, she feels maybe I could do a little, oh yeah, that's pretty. Just something really light. Just to kind of give you the feel that she's got feathers back there. And the other thing I could do is sort of lay out a line. Maybe a little steeper than that. Give me a reference of these curls. No, that's too steep. Yeah. Okay. And maybe about where, like, her shoulder of her wing. We'll just do some little random marks in there. To imply some feathers. Okay, I think she's done. We can give her some shading. Let that ink set before I erase over it. I've had too many smears in my history, even though it says you can erase right over it as soon as you draw on it. I've had too many bad experiences with that. Okay. And I might add a few more little dots. You guys know me, I love my little dots. A few random dots here and there. Kind of breaks up the picture. Okay. Okay, now we'll change pencils. Clean off my